Good evening. We would like to welcome you to the April Roundtable. This is a virtual roundtable, and it is one that we hope will go over very well with the scouters that are in the audience. And as usual, we will start off with our usual opening by first saying the pledge.
Oh, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, now if I can get everyone scout sign, please join me in the scout oath. On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, to obey the scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. The scout law. A scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent too. Thank you for joining us in our opening. At this time, I'm going to turn it over to Jamie to provide some valuable information.
Right. Thank you, Frank. Our district executive, Zach Height, could not join us this evening, but he does send his regards and ask that I share some information with you. I know we're trying not to say that word, announcement. Anyway, so this week on Tuesday evening, we had our FOS dinner for the council. Thank you to everyone who was able to attend. And we hope that you had a wonderful time listening to Mike Massimo and all of his incredible space stories. If you were not able to attend this year's dinner and you've not been able to participate in a Family Friends of Scouting presentation, please consider making a contribution. You can visit the council website, hovc.org, or feel free to reach out to anyone at the council to make those arrangements. Your support is greatly appreciated. Some upcoming events. It is that time of year again for UP3. The South of the James, UP3, is actually on April 21st. And if you would like to attend, please make sure that you let your leadership know that it will be Monday, April 21st from 6 to 8 p.m. It is hosted by our district along with Arahaddock and Crater, and will be held at Chester Presbyterian Church, and that is on West 100 Road. We will make sure to post all of that information for you. There will be a number of vendors, food vendors, ice cream truck, and lots of resources for your unit leadership. Scouts as well as leaders are invited and welcome to attend. If you cannot attend the South of the James UP3, you are welcome to go to the North of the James, which will be held on Wednesday, May 7th from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. And that is hosted by James River and Dogwood districts at the Council Leadership Center. Our upcoming District Merit Badge Day at Hampton Sydney will be on the first Saturday of June, June 7th. You can look at the council website for the merit badge offerings and get registered for this year's event. There are still openings in most all of the merit badges that are available, with the exception of swimming. But there are a lot of other courses that could interest your scouts. The cost is $25 per scout as well as adult leader. You must register as a unit, and you must have 2 leaders registered. Lunch is included with the $25 fee, and you can get either 1 or 2 merit badges for the day, depending on what the course offering is. Let's see what else. For adult leaders, you can either go on a very lovely hike around the Wilson Trail there at Hampton-Sydney, or you can tour on your own around the campus, or if you are in need of taking wilderness first aid training, that course is offered on Saturday and Sunday. The cost is $225, so you do need to register ahead of time for that. Let's see, what else? Oh, we have an announcement from our council program support executive, Heather Dunton, and while I am not nearly as exuberant and excited about fundraising as she is, I will do my very best. Currently, we are in the middle of our camp card fundraising, and tomorrow, April 11th, is the deadline for our early bird sale. So if you have cards that your scouts have been selling, you need to make sure to make that payment by tomorrow to the council office so that your scouts receive their $6 amount for each card that they've sold, their commission. After that, you can keep on selling those cards all the way through May 31st. And the commission will be $5 per card after tomorrow. There are still lots of cards left available, so if your unit has not been able to sign up or you've already sold through your supply, make sure to contact Heather and she will be more than happy to get some more cards to you. Don't forget that there is a drawing every other week for those scouts who've sold 10 or more cards. Make sure to go to the council website and register those scouts. The first drawing will be tomorrow. There is also a show and sell opportunity for those who are selling cards. One of the large supporters of our camp cards this year is Flagstop Car Wash. There are 23 locations throughout the area in Richmond, and they will allow scouts to come and sell at the car wash. You can set up a small card table and bring your cards and be able to sell to their customers. We will send out that information, but you can contact their regional sales leader, and that would be Joseph Jenkins, and his number is 804-547-1858. Before 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, and get that scheduled. And one last announcement that I have for this evening is about our roundtable for May. So we will have roundtable on May 1st, the very first Thursday of May at 7 p.m. And this will be an in-person roundtable. So while I'm sure everyone is enjoying their opportunity to stay at home and be cozy and be with us here for our meetings, this meeting is particularly important. So we will be discussing some upcoming changes to our membership fees for the Heart of Virginia Council. And these fees will be going into effect on June 1st. And there's a new season pass program that's going to give your scouts an opportunity to participate in a number of council events for free or at a reduced price. So to hear all about those updates and learn what that all entails, then you need to come to our roundtable in May to listen to all of those things. If you can't be here, make sure somebody else in your unit can attend. And now I am going to turn it over to Mr. Howard, and he's going to
30 seconds.
present us with something amazing, I know. So, is there anything else that we need to discuss? There's a lot going on in the scouting world right now, so make sure that you are checking your emails for your Courier and your Friday 5, and keep in touch with everyone so you know what's going on.
Thank you, Jamie. I am not going to take much more of your time. I do have a couple of things I wanted to share with you. Um, One is we're getting ready to start summer camp season or prepare for summer camp. If any of you, and this primarily applies to the troops or venturing crews, if you have scouts that maybe want to find something to do this summer, there are employment opportunities at our various summer camps. Cub Adventure Camp needs staff. Tom Brady Saunders also needs staff. This year, the camp is trying something a little different as far as how they hire and train the staff. All staff will have the opportunity to work between both camps this year. Now, you also have the option, if you prefer to only work on one side, you can, but if you prefer to work on the other side, you can. So that's your option. Um, but if you have scouts that are looking for something to do this summer, possibly earn a little bit of money, definitely go to the Heart of Virginia website uh, under camping, and you could go to TBS, you could go to Cub Adventure Camp, and there's a link that you can click on to get more information. There's an application you have to fill out and give an indication as to what area you're interested in working in. On the application, it's actually listed out by age. There are certain jobs that you have to be a certain age. For example, aquatics instructor. You have to be a certain age to work aquatics, cope, certain things like that that require specific training. There's an age limit. But again, if you have scouts, and again, this is primarily, mainly for the troops, venturing crews, you have youth that, hey, I got an idea for you. Why don't you go work at camp during the summer, make yourself a little money? And I do also believe you may get an opportunity, if I'm not mistaken, if you work at the camp, you can actually do your summer camp for free. So you work and you get paid, and then there's a week time slot that you can do regular summer camp and you don't have to pay. So definitely something that you may want to look into. And again, Cub Camp and TBS both need staff to help run their programs. Also, coming up in May, there is a Cub family camping event that will be coming up. If you have scouts that are wondering about how do things work at summer camp, you can volunteer to help run a station or help out during this Cub Scout event, and that would kind of give you an idea of how things run, in particular for the Cub Adventure Camp, if that's a place you're interested in possibly working. So definitely give that some consideration, share that information with your scouts. And the parents, because the parents may decide, you know what, he needs to get out the house, she needs to find something to do. That's an option. They'll be in a safe environment, relatively close to home, but far enough away to hopefully not get on your nerves too much. So share that information with your scouts and parents. That might be a worthwhile interest. Okay. The next thing I wanted to talk about deals with it's kind of related to recruitment. The national website, scouting.org, there is a link that actually deals with marketing, but the marketing is geared toward recruitment, and they have several resources that may be of interest to you, because one thing when it comes to recruitment should be a year-round thought. You may not be actively recruiting, excuse me, but you should be thinking about recruitment year-round. Scouts can join a unit at any time, be it Cubs or Scouts BSA. So you need to always ensure information is accurate, current. You're ready and able to bring in scouts, you should always have a plan. Let's host a open house. It doesn't have to be at the beginning of the year when PAX or the Weeblos, excuse me, the Arrow of Lights are getting ready to cross over. You can hold an open house any time of the year. Invite them early. Go ahead and get your hooks into them so they start thinking about your particular unit. The more you do that, you usually will have better success. Now, the link on the national website, and again, that's scouting.org, has numerous resources to help when it comes to recruitment. They have what they call Adventuron materials. These are flyers, posters, logos that you can use to help with your recruitment efforts. They even have a social media calendar. And the good thing about the calendar, a lot of people like to use social media, but they wonder, what should I say or what can I post to, that would be of interest to potential scouters or, cubs to come to my unit. They actually have developed a calendar with posts that you can use throughout the year. You post it to your Facebook. Some units have a YouTube, and I think some may do Instagram. But for different social media outlets, they actually provide you with some possible posts and a calendar for the year, when to make these posts, when they should be most helpful. And definitely is something that is worth looking into. You may find something of use. They also have what are called campaign kits. And a campaign kit gives step-by-step tips to host a successful joining event, ways to promote your Pinewood Derby, ways to promote Scouting for Food. And I know our council does not participate in that currently, but they also have ideas and suggestions. If you have other ideas to market your unit or scouting, there's some general information that they give you to help you come up with ideas. They have information to help plan promotions, how to do follow-up. And they talk a lot about marketing on a larger scale, but it's for us on the smaller level to help us be more successful. There are also several webinars, videos that are on in this link that deal with recruitment. And one in particular I encourage you to check out. It's called Marketing Bootcamp. And it really talks about how you can market Scouts BSA or Scouting America now, because the name is going to officially change to Scouting America. But how to market that, how to promote your unit, how to get involved in things where you get that community attention. And some people look for things like that. I want my child to be in a unit that is active. Scouting is supposed to be about service. I want to see somebody doing service. So some of this is very helpful for those units that can use it. So it is definitely something worth checking out. And the last thing I want to talk about as far as that particular link, there is a section in there that deals with Be a Scout. I encourage all units, packs, troops, crews, ships, make sure your current leadership has gone in and updated your PIN. And for those that may not be familiar, if you go to the Be a Scout website, and this is geared toward individuals looking to join, they can type in their zip code. And it's going to ask, are you looking for a pack? Are you looking for a troop? Are you looking for a venturing crew? And you click on whatever you're looking for, and based on that area code, they will show you every unit within that area. The problem is Well, 3 years ago, the Cub Master for Pack 9999 set it up. Well, he crossed over 2 years ago with his son. So the contact information is old. And people reach out to people, and sometimes they'll respond, sometimes they don't. So it's important that you go in and ensure that your BIA PIN or the PIN information is correct. And again, that's on the BIA Scout website. Well, it's the national website, but the tab that says BIA Scout. Make sure your PIN information is current. Okay, the last thing that I'm going to talk about, there is something new, relatively new. It started a few months ago. It is called the Scouts BSA Test Lab. And what that is, it is a test lab for merit badges. The test lab is a exciting way to help in the development of fun and interesting new topics unique to the Scouts BSA program. The requirements for each badge have the look and feel of merit badges, but instead of a printed pamphlet, you will find links to digital resources to help you complete the requirements. Well, and let me just kind of paraphrase what it is. For example, there are currently 3 test merit badges. And what your scouts have the opportunity to do is to go to this website, look at the requirements, and if they are interested in completing the requirements, they work on them. They have to have a registered adult. It does not have to be a merit badge counselor because technically they are not official merit badges yet. So any registered adult can work with the scout to work on these merit badges and complete the requirements. If you complete all the requirements there is a time frame. The potential merit badges will only be available for a certain length of time. As long as you complete the requirements within the set time frame, you will receive a certificate indicating your completion of the requirements. If later on down the road, Scouting America decides to make it an official merit badge, your certificate shows as completion and you get credit for that merit badge. Now, if by chance you do not complete the requirements within the set time frame and they make it a merit badge, you have to start over. You have to complete it within the time frame, and on the website, which is testlab@scouting.org. Testlab@scouting.org. And there is additional information about each of the current test merit badges. And just to let you know what they are, one of them is called auctioneering. And I'm not going to try to imitate an auctioneer, but most of you know what it is, the guy or lady that can talk a mile a minute trying to get you to buy stuff and get people to pay the most amount of money. There's another one called Wildland Fire Management. That is a very interesting merit badge, but it appears to be, I don't want to say complicated, but you're going to have to put a little bit of work into it to complete it. It's because it's talking about wildfires, or how to manage land. There's, a couple of different areas, but it's dealing with how to handle wildfires or to prevent wildfires from happening in wildlands. Very interesting, but the requirements are detailed. The third one they have listed is called Life Skills. This is a good one. Life Skills deals with teaching scouts about basic life skills, personal health, helping around the house, personal finance issues, things that a young person should be learning to prepare them to become an adult. Life skills is from looking at the three life skills, that one looks very good to me. Wildland fire management, very interesting. Auctioneering, I do know that some of them make a lot of money, so that is something that may be worth looking into. Now, the rules, if you decide to do this, again, the website is testlab at scouting.org. Any registered adult can work with scouts on these potential badges. They have a clearly stated time period by which all requirements must be completed. After the expiration date, the badge will be removed from the test lab and the National Council will evaluate if the subject should be added as a new merit badge. When all requirements, and this is for the scout, when all requirements are finished successfully, a survey is going to be available to get your feedback on what you thought about the merit badges. Scouts will then be able to access the certificate of completion, which must be signed and dated by the registered adult they have worked with. Should the badge be approved as a new merit badge, scouts can be credited as having earned that badge as long as they present their signed and dated certificate to the unit. And that would more than likely go to your advancement chair. Scouts completing the requirements after the expired time will not be recognized as having earned the badge. So you do need to get it done within that time frame. And even though there were four, and I forgot what the fourth one was, but the time frame for it has expired, so it's no longer there. And this is something that periodically go on there and check and see if there's something you think your scouts might be interested in. I think this is a good way to get some assistant scoutmasters that may not be too active, to get them to learn about the merit badge process, and maybe they're willing to work with some scouts on one of these merit badges. And again, I really like this life skills. I read a little bit on it, and the requirements I think are something that are really helpful and beneficial for our youth. With that being said, I am going to bring my little part to a close. And again, just a reminder about if you wish to work out at camp during the summer, please look into it. Go to the council website. There's a link that gives you a little bit more information. Look into the Scouts BSA test lab, and also go to the national website and find the link for marketing. A lot of good resources there that could be helpful in your unit's recruitment efforts for the next 50 years. Thank you.
Thank you, Frank, for all of that really wonderful information. I think the test lab is super exciting. That gives the national organization an opportunity to test out some new subject matter and gives our scouts an opportunity to learn some new things. So sounds really, really great. Just a reminder, again, that our May Roundtable will be in person, and it is on May 1st at 7 p.m. We will have our district chair, Tracy Portillo, presenting about the season pass that is going to take effect in January of 2026. And also we'll have a presentation about our upcoming membership changes and the new fees and things that go along with that. Those take effect June 1st. So if you'd like to learn more about all of those things, then you need to be here. So, and with that, I think that our roundtable is concluded for this evening. So thank you for watching. And I'd ask that everyone say, may the great Scoutmaster of all Scouts be with us until we meet again. Good night, Scouters.